So a few weeks ago, I just happened upon a lazy FBA trick or method out there on the internet. And because I love to discover new ways of doing things or learning new techniques, I thought I would give it a try. Now, I was a little bit skeptical because basically the whole premise behind the lazy FBA is instead of adding more room at the bust bubble itself, so adding more width, more shaping, and more length, you just add more length to the front. So basically adding a wedge of fabric to the front just to help the fabric travel over your bust. Now, I was about to cut into my fabric to make the Marie's top by Itch to Stitch, so I thought I'd give it a try with this pattern. Now, I don't know, just a caveat real quick, I don't know that I would have needed to do an FBA on this t-shirt because the fabric I chose is a bamboo jersey that's very stretchy, very drapey. Had I chosen a cotton jersey with less stretch, it might have been a better example, but yeah, I decided to show you basically me trying to do this lazy FBA and show you the results. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Izzy, and on this channel, I love to share everything I'm learning as I am sewing and trying to fit the garments to my body. Because let's face it, most of us are not sewing for a 25-year-old body anymore. Things have changed. Things have shifted. I'm finding myself making adjustments now that I really never had to do in the past. So any tip or trick that I find out there, I love to try, first of all, and then share them on the channel. And that is what we're doing today. So we are going to dive right into this lazy FBA trick. So I'm going to take you over to the cutting table. I'm going to show you how I adjusted the pattern, and then I'm going to show you the results on this t-shirt. So let's get right to it. All right, so I've got the front pattern piece for my top, and I want to add length to the middle only. So I don't want to add length over here because I still want my side seams to match. So I'm going to draw a line perpendicular to my grain line here. I'm going to draw a line, and while I'm here, I'm going to mark, oh, well, look at that. So my seam allowance is actually this black line right here. So once I've marked the line I'm going to cut into, oh, actually, the seam allowance I want to mark is this one here, which is right here. There we go. So I'm going to cut from the middle, right here, on the line. Now, like I said in the intro to this video, I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try it. All right, and then I'm going to swing around and cut, hopefully you can see this, yes, up to my mark here, but not through it, so that I have a hinge over here. All right, now I want to add, let's add just 1 inch. So I'm going to put my pattern piece right along my line here on my mat, so along the grid, and I'm going to swing the bottom down 1 inch right there. Okay, and I'm going to put some tape at my pivot point right here. And I I should have done this before, but I'm going to get some paper to basically insert right in here. Like this. And then I'm going to tape this down. Now, you might have noticed that this is no longer straight here. So I'm going to add a little bit of paper so that I can true this up down here. So like this. And when you're doing these adjustments, don't worry about being perfect here. Like this looks sloppy, but it really doesn't matter. All right, so I'm going to grab my ruler and I'm going to draw a line from the edge here, which I know is a straight edge, all the way down. There you go. And then I'm just going to add, there you go. So what I've done is I've added 1 inch of length to the front only, or to the center front only. I didn't add anything at the side, but also what I've ended up doing is adding a little bit of width to the center front as well, which is probably going to be fine because, like I said, this is the full bust front. But a full bust front in itch to stitch patterns and Love Notions, same thing. It's basically it's basically a D cup because they've added a 4-inch difference between a high bust and the full bust. So there's my new pattern piece. So now I'm all nice and straight here. I've added my 1 inch. I have no change to the side seam, and hopefully this will work out. And if it does, this will be my very first lazy FBA. All right, let's sew this bad boy up. All right, so there you go. Super easy, and in a pinch, this might work for you. Now, I really did want to show you the results though, so you can really judge for yourself whether or not this would work on your very unique and beautiful shape. So there you go. I'm just going to stand up, cut off my head so you can see, yeah, the results. So there you go. First thing, and I'm going to tip you down just a touch so you can see properly and move my chair out of the way. All right, so first thing, if I go sideways, you'll notice the hem is perfectly even, which I love, because the thing that bugs me the most about garments where I didn't make a full bust adjustment is the lifting of the front, where the back is lower than the front. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. So this definitely solved that. So just for that, it was well worth doing it. But you might also notice that there are some lines pulling from my bust to the side seam, and it's stretching a little bit across my bust here. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you can see those. Like it's pulling a little bit right here. So what this means to me is that this lazy FBA trick is going to be really good on a pattern where the stretch of the fabric and the amount of built-in ease is, you know, all you're going to miss is basically just a little bit of fabric going over the bust. So it's only going to solve the lifting in the front issue. It's not going to solve a lack of shaping at the bust or a lack of ease width-wise. So for this t-shirt, which is a semi-fitted t-shirt, I obviously need a fuller sewing cup. I'm usually an double D F sewing cup because there is a 5 to 6 inch difference between my high bust and my full bust. Itch to Stitch designed their patterns in knit fabrics to be either standard bust, which is a B cup, or a full bust, which would be a D cup, or a 4 inch difference between the high bust and full bust. So that, explains why I look like I need a little bit more room or more shaping at the bust. A D cup just doesn't work for me. So this is why it's stretching in the front and why I'm getting drag lines on the side. There just is not enough fabric in the front or for my boobs to basically sit in. Now, for a t-shirt, that's fine. You know what? I'm not going to complain about the small little drag lines on the side or the fact that it's pulling here. In a ready-to-wear t-shirt, this would happen to me every single time. But on top of that, the front would rise a little bit, which drove me insane. So at the very least, my hem is even. So that's a win. But the lazy FBA, or the trick of adding just length in the front, for me would not work in a woven fabric. So a garment made from woven fabric like a cotton or a rayon or a linen. And it certainly would not work for a more fitted garment made out of woven fabric. So all that to say, I'm going to keep the lazy FBI, I always say that, the lazy FBA trick in my toolbox, but I need to be very smart about the projects I'm going to use it on. So keep that in mind. If you're about to make something from a less stretchy fabric, the pattern has lots of ease, and it's for, knit fabric, then the lazy FBA might just work for you. But if it's in a woven fabric, it's a more fitted style, or your fabric doesn't have, it might not work. So it's a quick and dirty trick that, use, what's the word? Just, be smart about when you use that trick. So there you go. A very quick and dirty tutorial, or my experience basically trying this lazy FBA method that I found on the internet. I would love to know if you've ever tried that on one of your own garments and whether or not it worked. Did I do it right? And do you agree with my conclusion that not to be used with woven garments, and to be used only if the issue is going to be the fact that the front is going to rise a little bit? Or, again, you could be okay with a few drag lines like I'm getting, which is perfectly fine. In that case, this little lazy FBA might do the trick for you. All right, so let me know. Oh, by the way, this Marie's top, which I sewed late June, perfect t-shirt. I love it so much. It's got gathers here and in the back, like along the raglan seam. And it's the perfect length. I can tuck it in or not. I love the color. I love the length of the sleeve. Yeah, this is a really, really good one. So this is a recent release by Itch to Stitch. It's not on its release sale anymore, but if you're looking for a fun raglan style t-shirt that's very simple to sew, but has a little something something because of the gathers here, highly recommend. It's a really cute one. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can do 3/4 sleeves and long sleeves on this tee. So I can even use this fall and winter in a bit of a thicker knit. Yeah, love the style. Very nice pattern. So there you go. Please let me know in the comments once again if you've tried this trick and how it worked out for you. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to follow along my little sewing adventures. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon.